There's few things more frustrating as a customer than paying for a service and then feeling like nothing is being done. The frustration can range from actual life or death, where the hell is that ambulance? To just feeling like death, dude, your website just crashed on launch day. To a mere nagging annoyance, are they growing the salad back there? But the common thread in every one of these bad relationships is that the service provider was not doing enough to win the confidence of the customer. And the fix is less complicated than you might think. In fact, it's as simple as something we all learned from our 4th grade teachers. Show your work. Transparency is the new norm. Just ask Miley Cyrus. And people expect some backstage access to your business to see what they're paying for, at least as it relates to what you've promised to deliver to them. You can resist if you want, even write a lengthy rant about how there's no privacy anymore, and then post it on Facebook. Or you can create a massive advantage over your competition by loosening the belt on that kimono and letting in some fresh air. There are dozens of simple ways to get transparent. Here's a few examples. 2 weeks ago, my wife and I, accidentally donated a printer to the Salvation Army before I had a chance to erase the memory. I panicked a bit, imagining some masked bandit retrieving images of my banking documents while rubbing his greedy hands together and shouting, "Sucker!" So, example 1 is LifeLock. After several calls and a visit to the donation center only to have my desperate pleas for help met with shoulder shrugs, I decided to go the other way by subscribing to LifeLock, an identity and credit protection service. That way, when the dirty thief attempts to steal my identity, I'll get wind of it before he drains my account and runs off to Tahiti with a bank teller. I was very impressed with LifeLock's customer notification process. They send emails to alert me about new account activity, when there's new documents available, and to show me my current credit score. The flood of messages became almost annoying, but it really sent the message that they were on the case. Example number 2, Revcom. Rev is a service that transcribes business documents. I use them all the time. They used to be called Fox Transcribe and promised 48-hour turnaround, but they wisely realized that was a bad idea and did something much smarter when they rebranded their company as Rev. See, by promising a 48-hour turnaround, you're training your customers to expect that and no excuses. You're also enabling their penchant for procrastination. If I needed a transcribe by Thursday morning, when do you think I would submit it to Fox Transcribe? What is Tuesday afternoon, Alex? Tuesday afternoon is correct. You control the board. But with Rev, there is no promise of a 48-hour turnaround. Instead, they installed this convenient tracker that shows you the progress of your transcribe and a countdown timer that appears only after your recording is in the hands of a trusty typist. Here's the great part. Guess how long the transcribes typically take to deliver these days since they switched the name and added the tracker? What is 72 hours, Alex? Oh no, I'm sorry. Trick question. The answer is still 48 hours. That's right. They didn't change their internal commitment to turning around transcribes in 2 business days. They just reprogrammed our expectations to see it as an over-deliver instead of a reason to bitch if it doesn't happen. And by showing their work with the tracker, they let us know what's happening, thus reducing their calls and emails asking what was happening by a very large amount. Open kimono, happy customer. Transparency is the new expectation in business today. Look, we expose our lives on social media, so do our friends, and now we expect to know what's happening with everyone all the time, or else it starts to seem fishy if they don't, like something is being hidden from us. Is this a twisted way to see the world? Yes. Is it ever going away? No. So if you're a small business owner or even a one-person freelance company, it's time to do some critical thinking about creative ways to show your work. It may feel invasive, but getting out in front of it will put you ahead of the curve. And if you do it right, you'll mind frame your customers and clients into feeling even more special about getting the same service you probably offer right now. So here's my challenge to you. Tell me about a time you've been frustrated by bad communication with a service provider and about how a company wowed you over by over-delivering your expectations. Then share at least one way you could incorporate similar methods into your business to either avoid bad vibes or create tingly feelings of joy with your customers. I'll look for you over in the comments section at copychief.com/TAM. That's where you can find all the episodes of this show, including my deep dive interviews with famous guru marketers who are happy to open up their own kimonos and show us exactly what moves the needle on their business. And if you love the show, do me a favor, head over to iTunes and write a review and subscribe to the feed. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk real soon.